Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99 back on the Fight Front once again. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm back with my pretty much my post-fight thoughts, final thoughts on Amanda Nunes versus Germaine de Randamie, which took place last Saturday. And Amanda Nunes, she was able to win this fight by unanimous decision. I was going to do like a post-fight, just talking about breaking down this fight, but to me there wasn't really much to. For me, there was a lot to discuss as just far as like what Amanda Nunes brings to the table now. I feel like everybody kind of knows what she kind of can do style wise in there and what she was going to do against a striker like Germaine de Randamie. But my main thing I just kind of want to talk about is, a lot of people feeling like after this fight that Amanda Nunes, some people were saying she looked old or she looked exposed in this fight. That's something I hear a lot about in boxing all the time, just because whenever a fighter knows how to, take somebody apart, in the most technical manner, people start to feel like, oh, that person's boring, or that person's, scared to get hurt, or they're too slow, or they're too old. But for me, I felt like at this point, a lot of people were just kind of spoiled by the Amanda Nunes knockouts. They were spoiled by the Miesha Tate knockout, the Ronda Rousey knockout, the Holly Holm knockout. Just so many of her bantamweight fights end in a knockout. So everybody's been spoiled and they're ready to see her knock somebody out all the time. But going into this fight, if you know style-wise what Germaine de Randamie brings to the table, she's she's more of a top striker than Amanda Nunes at this point, because that's her game. That's all she does. She's a one-trick fighter. And when I say one trick, I don't mean like she just has one trick up her sleeve, but everything she brings to the table is just on her feet. She's just a stand-up fighter. And Amanda Nunes did the smart thing in this fight. And bringing that up, I feel like Amanda Nunes, she showed another level to her game. To me, she showed a lot in this fight. It was a very tough, gritty fight, and it wasn't as competitive as a lot of people felt it was. I felt like it was always danger there, and there were times when Amanda Nunes got hurt, but I don't feel like Germaine de Randamie was really getting the one up or winning rounds and making rounds really close for Amanda Nunes. The only round I could really give Germaine was I think it was the second round. I think it might have been the second or third round where she kept it standing and she was able to land some good. She was landing some good right hands, and she hurt Nunes a couple times, and she actually got Nunes into the clinch, and landed some good knees. But like the other rounds, like the first round and 3, 4, and 5, they were just grappling clinics, just basic grappling clinics for Amanda Nunes, where she would just double leg take down Germaine and just keep her there. And I think that she's fighting a lot smarter, instead of trying to bang with somebody and make it a show. She knew she wanted to win. Amanda Nunes knows at this point at her age that it's all about the win. I don't care how ugly it is, it's about the win. And if I can't get the knockout, I'm still gonna get the win, either going by the distance or by submission. And there were times whenever she really wasn't looking like she was gonna get a full submission. Germaine, on the other hand, she almost looked like she got a submission in one round. Whenever Amanda Nunes kind of fell off balance, she kind of almost got the armbar on Amanda Nunes, but Amanda Nunes knew how to slip out of that. She got out of it quick and went right back to just pinning Germaine down and landing some good ground and pound here and there. But to me, I just felt like Amanda Nunes was making this a good economical fight for herself. I think she still does have some cardio issues, but she fought it. She fought smart. She knew she had these issues, so her best thing to do was to just kind of nullify the bigger fighter on the mat. Just kind of hold her there, let the rounds go down, just win these rounds off of ground control. And that's what she did. I think that if it was standing, it probably would have favored Germaine a little bit more, because there was that one scare in one round where there was a couple times she did hit her with some good right hands and some good knees. But other than that, Nunes kind of weathered the storm. She made the proper adjustments and just fought, on the ground, kept it on the ground, and controlled every single round that way. And looking back at Germaine de Randamie, man, like, that's the one thing I don't understand. Throughout her years now, she's been in the UFC, she just hasn't been able to establish some good takedown defense. Like, she was fighting flat-footed. You know, she was fighting flat-footed. She was never really using her range fully. You know, she would never just like bounce on her toes and land the jab and then set up the right hand. You know, she was always there in Amanda Nunes's zone to be taken down. You know, she would never just like, you know, be light on her feet and jab around, kind of even like Holly Holm does, you know, even move side to side in angles. You know, she was trying to stalk forward and knock Amanda Nunes out. And I think that was her whole plan, was to knock Nunes out. It wasn't just to outstrike her. She was trying to get the knockout. So Nunes kind of felt comfortable after that. She said, all I have to do is just time that right hand or time those exchanges, and I'll just dip down and get the double leg takedown. And that's what she did. So on Nunes' part, I just feel like she did everything she was supposed to do. It was an ugly, gritty fight, like I said, but it was a very action-packed fight, in my opinion. You know, I felt like Nunes was really showing a lot of different levels to the game. You know, if you come in there just knowing one thing. And that's something that I think, you know, Claressa Shields, she was in the house. You know, shout out to Claressa Shields. But her watching this fight, it was the perfect example of showing, if you just show up and you just bring a boxing game to the table, you know. And I think that was a good time for her to show up at one of these fights. You go in there and see how Germaine de Randamie does against Amanda Nunes, somebody who just only strikes, you know. So Claressa Shields knows, which she does know now. You know, she's already kind of been working on her ground game, because she wants to train for a potential Amanda Nunes fight, which I don't think it will happen, but at least Claressa Shields got an eye opener now. You know, she got that front seat in the octagon and saw what happened if you just go in there, try to strike or box with Amanda Nunes. You know, she's not going to do it. You know, she's going to take you to the ground, ride it out, control you, ground and pound you, and finish you off if she can. But like I said, this fight, it was 4 rounds to 1 for Amanda Nunes. I felt like Amanda Nunes, you know, she just did the better work, better control, dominated the whole fight, you know, just on the ground. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this, guys. Just wanted to go back and get my post-fight thoughts on this one. And what about that question for y'all, man? Do y'all really think Claressa Shields can, you know, get in enough grappling time and wrestling time to, you know, make her a formidable opponent for Amanda Nunes? Do you think she can do it, man? It's hard to say, man. I'm a fan of Claressa Shields in the ring, but I don't know how that's going to translate over to the octagon, you know. So let me know in the comment section what y'all think. But again, as far as Germaine de Randamie, man, she's really going to have to work on that takedown defense, man. She's going to have to work on her ground game. But it's really hard to say at this point, at her age and how she's been fighting now. I don't know if she can. You know, she's just going to have to depend on knocking people out. But yeah, shout out to Amanda Nunes again. You know, she defended her title. From here, she might be fighting Irene Aldana. You know, who knows, man. But yeah, leave in the comment section what y'all think about potential Nunes Shields fight. Make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.